How's it going, fiends? I'm back with my good friend Venom. Hey guys, how's it going? Today, we're going to be rating Funkmaster 2 from 1990. Now, this one I like a lot more than I should because this is what got me into the Funkmaster franchise to begin with. It was actually the first one I seen growing up. You had a fun childhood. I know. And show how fun my childhood was. But before we begin, just a reminder, our summertime sale is still going on until September 31st. And all proceeds are going to be donated to Stand Up for Silence. It's like, oh, Mike, then we can donate. Well said. So, let's get to it. The plot. The plot starts off with a group of parapsychologists, Carolyn, Patrick, Wanda, and Lance, along with psychic medium Camille, all going to Bodega Bay Inn.
They say Satan's got a suite of rooms in there. And brimstone comes out of the chimneys at night and it smells like roasting intros.
To understand why Camille's colleague Alex from the first one had a little psychic breakdown, and also investigate the murder of Mrs. Gallagher, who survived previously, but for some reason died from her brain coming out of her nose.
Egyptian mummification.
Why did she have to die? I will get to that. Call it. So as they're investigating, Camille gets frightened and tries to talk to everybody about leaving. When none of the others decide to go, she decides to leave. But she doesn't leave. Instead, she is actually captured and her fate unknown by Jester and Pinhead. Now, during their research and investigation, Patrick stumbles onto the local cemetery on the property and sees a gravestone for Andre Toulon, and the grave is open. I wonder what happened, right, Lenom? Yeah, what happened? We're gonna get to that. So, later at night, while Patrick is sleeping, he is attacked by a tunneler and dies. Lance is able to, sadly, kill Tunneler too. Rest in peace, little buddy. As they're doing research on Tunneler's by wondering how he moved like he did, a bandaged up man named Rick Chundi shows up saying he's the rightful owner of the hotel.
Where you been all this time, Cheney?
In Bukhara.
endeavoring to do something about this.
You haven't been in the house at all before this?
I only arrived an hour ago.
And with Camille's disappearance, her son Michael comes to investigate as well, leading to who is this Eddie Chunley and why are people dying, and main target is the head. And it turns out Mr. Eric Chunley is actually the resurrected Andre Toulon. Say what? Yeah. See, you miss it.
Then, think of it. Another half century as Toulon's miraculous, stringless marionettes.
What the heck? Why did you do that? Because because the puppets are getting weaker. They need the formula, but Toulon has something else up his sleeve, and it involves the lovely Carolyn, who he believes is actually the resurrection of his beloved wife. So, I'll have to give the plot a 4. Cast. 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 Not really much in the big names. A lot of them are just characters they use throughout the Full Moon productions. The only names that actually stand out would be Buck Flowers, Sage Allen, and Nita Talbot. So, cast, I'll have to give a 3.
They have waited for decades. Waited just for you, Elsa.
Fear. Now, this fear, it was a little more graphic, a little more creepier than the first one. So, I have to give it a 4.
What?
It was this.
Patrick!
Gore. Would you want to tell Venom about the gore? Yeah, the gore was awesome. This was the best one I ever seen. Especially for the Puppet Master and also Full Moon. So, we'll have to give it a 5. Good idea. Favorite kill? My favorite kill would have to be... That does look actually... It's fun to see a woman dance while on fire.
You may think you've got the powers of hell on your side, but you know who you're dealing with.
and spicy.
Elsa, stop! Come back to me!
Okay. The rating. The rating was a 16 out of 20. So 1 point more than the first one. Still, quite improvement. So, well, fiends, that's it for this week. Next week, we'll be continuing with the Puppet Master by going to Puppet Master 3. Too Long's Revenge! Yes, Too Long's Revenge. And this is actually more of a prequel. And also, this one and on don't quite match up with the first two. You'll see why. So until then, my fiends, have fun.
Should have taken left at the crossroads. All right, don't rattle your cage. We'll be there soon enough. The Balderston Institute for the Mentally Troubled, Tots and Teens. Good therapy for the little brats. We'll have lots of fun. And if anyone sees anything unusual, well, who'd believe a bunch of institutionalized delinquents? All right, back to the crossroads. We have children to enchant.